The Apple Watch SE is an interesting Apple Watch. It was released a little bit more than a year ago, and it's not quite the Series 3, but it's close in terms of price, and it's not quite the Series 7, but close in terms of specs. Apple Watch SE is just right in the middle. But let's talk about if the Apple Watch SE is still worth it going into 2022. Aegis B here, welcome back to my channel. Before I get into the video, I'm gonna remind you guys to hit the subscribe button if you guys found this video useful. It helps me pump out more videos and lets me know what type of videos you guys like. Let's get into it. Let's start with the price and option. The Apple Watch SE starts at just $279 and comes in at 40mm or 44mm version. The one I have is the 40mm, and I think it's a good size for my wrist. The Apple Watch SE has a bunch of different band colors, but for the most part, it only comes in 3 colors: silver, gold, and space gray. I ended up getting the silver version and not the space gray version. And the reason why is because I'm getting a new watch, so I don't really want it to feel too much like my old watch. If you opt for the cellular version, then you're gonna end up paying around $329 or $359, depending on whether you get the 40mm or the 44mm. For the price, the SE is about $120 cheaper than the Series 7, which is similar in terms of speed and functionality. On the Series 7, you get dust resistance, an always on display, a blood oxygen sensor, an ECG app, and a bigger display with a keyboard. That's pretty much it, and I don't really consider all of those must-haves. For that reason, I actually ended up returning my Series 7, though Apple Watch SE was a way better value. So why do I say it was worth it? Let's talk about the specs and the speed of the Apple Watch SE. The SE has the S5 chip, GPS, water resistant, a heart rate sensor, fall detection, Apple Pay, 32 gigs, and more. Now, to a lot of people, you might not understand what all those specs are, but let's just talk about how it works day to day. For me and my use, this thing is fast enough to get anything that I needed out of it. I've never had a day where this would lag or I feel like it's kind of slow or slowing down. After coming from the Series 7 Apple Watch, I didn't really notice a difference in terms of speed. The Apple Watch SE is pretty much lag-free and glides under my finger when I'm interacting with it. Something that was really important to me when buying an Apple Watch is battery life. So the battery on the Apple Watch SE lasts really long, and of course it's not gonna be as long as like the Series 7, but it's definitely long enough that means that you can get through a full work day and get all of your tasks done with the Apple Watch SE. Can I make a complaint though? I don't like on the Apple Watch that it uses its own proprietary watch chargers. Why do I need to carry 3 different chargers if I have a MacBook, an Apple Watch, and an iPhone? Literally 3 different methods of charging, whereas if you look at Android, you're able to just use one cable, which is USB-C, and charge any of your devices pretty much. So it does kind of suck that the Apple Watch SE and all the Apple Watches uses their own charger. Okay, so let's talk about how useful the Apple Watch SE is or will be in 2022. Before I got the Apple Watch Series 3, a huge question that I always asked myself was, how will I use this? Like, is this thing even worth it? And the answer to that ended up being yes, for a lot of reasons. Now, to clarify, I don't use the Apple Watch for one reason only. Like, I use it for a variety of small tasks, and this thing makes my life a lot easier when doing these tasks. I use the Apple Watch to pay for things using Apple Pay when my iPhone is not on me. I use the Apple Watch to text and make calls if my hands are occupied, or if I'm leaving my phone in another room. I use it as an alarm clock to wake up in the morning or a timer when I'm cooking. I use it to track my sleep, control my music, manage and log my heart rate to make sure everything is okay. But the most important way that I use my Apple Watch is to remember to breathe. No, seriously, I don't know why Apple offers that. I mean, how do you forget to breathe? I get it's kind of telling you to take a moment to breathe, but still, I could live without it. But anyways, the Apple Watch SE is one of those things where you're not gonna use it for everything. It's not gonna be your main device. However, it's an amazing complementary device that makes doing tasks that much easier. If you're somebody that is into minimalism and also not carrying a lot of things around, you can probably get the LTE version and leave your iPhone at home and just carry around the Apple Watch SE and you're good to go. You don't need to worry about, constantly being distracted by your phone. And that's what I do. I'm not like that extreme, but at times I do leave my phone in like another room while I'm working, and I focus on work during that time, and I limit my notifications. So if something important comes up, I can just glance down at my Apple Watch and do an action based on how important that notification is to me. So if you ask me now what Apple Watch is the one to buy, then I'd probably say that the Apple Watch SE is the best value for money and the one that you should buy in 2022. I'd recommend it for 90% of the people watching this video, and I definitely think it's still worth it in 2022. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure that you guys comment. You guys can ask any questions. I will respond to you, and also give the video a thumbs up if you found it useful. It's the holidays. Enjoy the time with your family. Tell everyone you love them while you can. And yeah, enjoy the holidays. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.